And we're back, motherfucker, you filthy, filthy, beautiful people.
Fucking pole smokers over here. Tuning in again.
Some fucking Jocka Daniels.
Some Jocka Daniels,
in
son.
your airwaves on a motherfucking beautiful afternoon. Although this might come out in the morning. Pretend like I didn't just say that.
Don't worry about it. Why did the sun in the background?
Yeah,
Fucking
the
yes.
fuck do you care? Alright, before we get into our usual antics, I just want to give a quick shout out. I want to make sure we get everything right here. Let me pull it up, get the right shit. Dear friend, he buys Snell's sneakers, he does the drops, if new shoes are coming out and you really want them. I know it's not what you used to. I'm sure some of y'all like your shoes out there. Follow him, he's from Rhode Island and Mass. I'm sure he ships anywhere. Follow him on Instagram, it's at 1007 HYPE. That's 1007 hype. On Instagram, check him out. All the shoe drops, all types of shit. He's always got some crazy shit he's sending me. He's legit. He'll get you the right shit for a really fair price. Check him out.
He's a real sneakerhead too. We've been known this kid.
He's legit. So, we're back, you fuckers, you fucking Jocka Daniels.
Which makes me want. Because I said I was gonna do this for next time. We're gonna look up some 1950s early insults.
And while you're doing that, I just wanted to, take a minute. I wanted to point out the last few episodes. You could probably notice if you paid attention. You see me wearing white tees lately. I've been really trying to stick to the whole role of lower society. I'm always in a white tee to begin with, so why switch it up for here? I'll be a douchebag out there and in here for you guys.
I don't give a fuck.
Gold chains, white tee, gray sweatpants, and I ain't wearing no fucking underwear.
MeUndies, sponsor us.
I don't have any underwear. MeUndies, help me out.
So this is 1950s slang.
Okay.
So the first one, you aching for a breaking, kid.
Bruising for a bruising.
And then it has the definition on the side. It just says, threatening someone to fight. Agitate the gravel, which means to leave.
Agitate
it's for hot rodders. So it's for motorcyclists. Agitate the gravel, kid. Get out of here. Ain't that a bite? That's too bad.
Ain't that a bite?
Ankle biter's a child. Anti-frantic means poised and calm.
Ooh, I like that.
Antsville.
Antsville. What's the definition of that?
Congested or busy. Ape. Used to go. Or to explode or be really mad. Apple butter. Well, these ones suck. Are you writing a book? What? Backseat bingo.
I actually like that.
Bingo means necking in a car.
Oh, I'm using that from now on.
Strictly necking, no hands.
I was gonna say even just necking by itself. Are you guys necking over there?
Ladies, if you want to give Devin that backseat bingo, let us know.
Hanging out with this chick last night, we totally necked.
Kid. I gave it a little backseat bingo in my car. I could totally see a 1950s greaser with a leather jacket. Be like, yeah, we was backseat bingo, bitch.
It was some backseat bingo. Oh,
a beatnik, bash ears. Like you're bashing someone's ears. Okay. Bent 8 means a V8 engine for hot rodders. Big Daddy means an old person. Big Tickle means really funny. These ones suck. I'm gonna find some better ones here.
You should look up Jocka Daniels.
Yeah, I should look up Jocka Daniels.
While you're looking that up, I'm going to tell the people now, we will be starting a group OnlyFans soon. You heard it correctly, a group OnlyFans. It will only cost $1, and what you will receive is every day guaranteed a picture of our balls individually. So you may, in the morning, it may be a picture of my balls, in the afternoon a picture of Jared's balls, at night picture of Devin's balls. It'll switch up, but every day you'll get 3 pictures of balls. It'll be all 3 of us. After we get 50 or so subscribers, and we can get at least 30 of you to partake, we're going to start doing contests where we'll post a picture of some balls, and you guess which one of us it is. If you guess correctly, you get your $1 back. You get the month free.
We're going to start doing ball artwork, too, where we dip our nuts in paint.
And just We're going to sell them for $10.95 on eBay. Check it out. It's coming soon. We'll put the link in all the descriptions. I'm going to also, I will tag the sneaker page for you if you are wondering.
He's got dog shit sneakers.
But we will be putting up the OnlyFans soon. Patreon coming next, but for now, balls on OnlyFans is next on the shopping list.
Yeah, you want my balls in your mouth?
So
That's
where are
it,
we with
my
the
down.
Jocka Daniels?
All right, so I don't got Jocka Daniels yet, but I got a few insults here. So afternoon farmer, I don't know what. Oh, it's someone who's behind on his chores. All hat, no cattle means an empty boaster, a man who is all talk and no action. I'm saying that to
All
so
hat, no cattle.
I'm
I
saying
like
that
it.
to mad people.
Yeah, you
got
got no cattle.
No cattle.
You
The
got no cattle,
motherfucker,
dog.
hey, that motherfucker we were talking about when I first got here, I'm gonna tell him that and be like, you all hat, no cattle, dog.
The deaf guy? The deaf guy?
Yeah.
What? No.
Oh,
Oh,
all right. I know
other
what you're
dude,
talking
yeah.
about, yeah.
That or next time I see him, I'm just gonna walk and be like, hey, you are artist.
We'll explain what that means one day.
One day.
Blunderbuss, a short gun with a wide bore for carrying slugs.
Of course, a blunderbuss is a beautiful piece of technology. I still use one to this day.
Chuckle-hearted.
One of Jack White's albums.
Oh, okay. There's chicken-hearted to be cowardly or fearful. A chucklehead.
I haven't heard that. A
I-
chucklehead?
Chucklehead.
Yeah,
I've heard
chucklehead. Yeah, I feel
Is
like
that
that.
like a comedian type person?
Yeah,
much the
chucklehead.
same as a bufflehead, a cabbage head, a chowder head, or a god's head,
A
all
chowder
signifying
head?
stupidity.
Cabbage head.
Dude, these ones are way better in here. Cabbage head, chowder. I'm calling people chowder heads.
Yeah,
from now on.
chowder head. It's a good New England
Yeah,
insult.
for sure.
Cow-handed.
Chowder heads.
Cow-handed means you're awkward. Death's head upon a mop stick. That is hilarious.
What
Yo,
is
you
it?
look like Death's head upon a mop stick,
It's a
kid.
bar.
A poor, miserable, emancipated fellow. He looks as pleasant as the pains of death. So just like a depressed person, I guess. It's like a real way to make
Okay.
kick someone who's down, but okay.
You're looking at him.
A duke of limbs, kid.
A duke of limbs?
It's
What's
just
that?
like a tall, awkwardly fellow.
You duke of limbs.
Jad's a duke of limbs over
You
here,
fucking
kid.
duke of
I think you're
limbs.
taller than me.
I might be, I don't know. Dunderhead.
I think I've heard that.
Yeah, Dunderhead's a blockhead. A fop, foppish, foppling, or a fop doodle. This one's
Thunderhead should be like an
What?
overly...
Hold on. A what?
so this one has 4 different ones. It could be referred to as a fop, you're being foppish, you're foppling, or you're a
Ooh.
fop doodle.
Fop doodle. What's the definition then?
This one's a big one.
I like
Okay.
foppish.
A man of small understanding and much obstination. Obstination? I don't know what the fucking word is. A pretender, a man fond of show, dress, and flutter. An impatient. Wait, what the? I don't even know what that word is. Foppery is derived from fop and signifies the kind of folly which displays itself in address and manners. To be foppish is to be fantastically and affectedly fine.
So is that what they
vain.
called the homos before homo
I
was
think
a
that's
thing?
yeah. That's literally they said half a fag in here. No, I'm just a fribble. A fribble. There's a fuss budget. I'm on to different ones now. I fuck that definition.
Foppa.
A gentleman of 4 outs. Ginger snap.
Ginger
go along
snap.
Not a cookie?
I think so. Ginger snap. It's a type of pastry, I think.
with. Yo, listen to this one. So a large, clumsy fellow. Yo, look at this Golumpus over here.
Golumpus. That's a good one.
Christopher
All right, look up
Columbus.
Jocka Daniels
Jocka
quick.
Daniels.
We want to make sure we're not saying anything we don't know. I really hope we made that one up on this podcast.
Yeah.
I really hope that's not a thing yet.
I'm just trying to scroll through to find the good ones before I do that. Ninny Hammer is really good. A sauce box.
Box of sauce.
A scoundrel, chaperone, skinflint.
Scallywag.
A skinflint.
A skinflint.
Skin food.
Slug-a-bed, a sting-bum, an unclicked cub, a white-livered, word grubbers, verbal critics, wrinkler. Yeah, that's all the good ones. And then they have a whole list of Teddy Roosevelt's insults. Jesus Christ.
Times don't really change. They
No,
just
they
kind of
don't.
evolve.
For some reason, Jocker Daniels is like a thing that's been searched, I think? No, it's nothing.
Oh,
Nice. You've heard it on our podcast first. Jocka Daniels.
Jocker Daniels. And
That
watch
is
Jared
Oz.
spill the beer live on camera, too.
that's right.
That's
It's
the
That'll
camera
happen
didn't
happens,
see.
yeah.
That'll be happened 20 times before I find
They don't
it.
gotta clean it. I gotta clean it.
So, all right. I know this is kind of a different turn. It's a little bit more serious. We had actually talked about this a couple days ago, and I told you to remember it for the podcast. Remember the commercial you had told me about on YouTube? The opiate commercial? The opium
Yes.
commercial?
Yeah.
All right. So I wanted to bring that here because it's something that...
Are they doing a commercial for opium again? This is 1920?
Yeah, right? Fucking Dr. Smoke Camels, the Marlboro Man is real, and 9/11 is fake.
Your doctor smokes Marlboros.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Bush never existed.
Yeah, Bush is a mythical creature. But so there was an ad on YouTube. Many of you may have seen it already. It said it's basically a woman, right? It's a woman. She says, "Opiates have taken everybody I loved, everything I love, and ruined my life." But that's just how they word it. That's not actually what happened. What happened is this woman had found opiates and then ruined her own fucking life.
Yeah.
Like, opiates didn't fucking do anything. You did it. And remember, you make your own fucking choice. How do you think that a commercial would go over if a school shooter was sitting in front of an AR-15 and was like, "This AR-15 took all my classmates away"? Like, no, you fucking moron.
Yeah. No.
Where's that lighter at? I need it. Oh, I just had it in my lap.
You fucking bastard.
Throw it in my jewel.
The thing about
Oh, look at that. 2 on deck.
2 on deck, son. 2 pink ones too. But opiate. The other thing about opiates though too is like you people are like have to be their own fucking version of stupid to pick it up and like get a problem with it and shit.
True. Very
but
true.
then the way the government like with the clinics in Florida where it was so easy to get fucking opiates and shit like.
Those were just like
government
corrupt-ass
too.
doctors.
Yeah, but then it's like they also start the problem. Like that's the start of the problem right there.
It's the start of the snowball.
Yeah.
And the thing is it's sad, but humans are too weak of a creature to really like. We can, and what's going on over there?
Trying to make me smoke all my
fuck
weed
is
over
wrong
here.
with you?
So I'll give you some money.
The issue with humanity is we're all probability. It's all a statistic. 90% of people will do this. 10% of people do this. Well, if it's a true across the board, when the population is so small, that 10% won't be a problem. But now when you're talking about population in billions, 1% is still in the high millions.
Yeah.
So it's a very strange thing, and I don't think just saying, just stupid commercials like that is going to stop people's stupidity.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a reflection of where we're at as a society right now. It's like the mindset, that the people accept, and so they kind of use it in commercials and shit. They cater towards it, They condone that sort of mindset. It's like you're the victim. You're completely helpless against these fucking drugs.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Lately in our society, it's almost as if like everything in media and stuff, whatever the overall theme is, it wants you to feel victimized. Like you are the victim, and that's a very dangerous way of thinking to be teaching people.
Because when too many people have it, and then it starts to turn into an entitlement.
Yeah,
like there's an entitlement in victimhood.
And the thing is now you're making the aggressors feel like a victim, and
then everyone's gonna be a victim soon.
Yeah,
and
like
shut the fuck up already.
Yeah, and what are we all gonna do? Suck on Uncle Sam's titty till we fucking till we feel safe?
Yeah. I think it's the start of the turn though, because I feel like more people are starting to speak against this now, like where everyone's a victim, and a lot of people are just like, hey, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, do something about it, get help. Or don't, because like this is getting
like, trust me, everybody is a fucking victim. This reality is fucking ass backwards. We're all a victim of just our own demise, but get the fuck over it.
We live in the best time to be alive.
Yeah, literally. Weed is fucking legal. There are sex robots, and we can literally video fucking call. You can face-to-face call each other over a screen. What else do you fucking want, people?
Never mind, it's one of the only times in fucking the world where you don't have to worry about being murdered or eaten in the middle of the night. Like, you're just safe. Like, you are safe.
Yeah. The fucking Catholic Crusaders aren't gonna show up and behead you because you believe in fucking Judaism.
And you know what? The people who are saying, well, what about the low-income housing and the people who have to worry about living in the ghettos and stuff? It's like, you're fucking white and you're sitting on your couch in your $100,000 or $200,000 house. Shut up. Like,
see, and I experienced that side of it. Yes, it's very tragic for the children, and an unpopular opinion that a lot of people aren't ready to talk about yet. And I'm not shitting on anyone, but a lot of these people get comfortable in that sense, and they don't make any progress because they got too dependent.
Yeah.
And it's very rough. It's very rough to see, It's very rough to. It's just. I understand the mentality. Everybody gets comfortable. It's human nature. You get comfortable when things are easy.
Mm.
It takes a lot to break out of that comfort zone. A fuck ton.
Exactly.
I blame the people that make it too easy to get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You can get comfortable when you are self-efficient. If you are self-efficient, you have every right to be comfortable, within your own life. But if your life depends on so many outside resources that are controlled by other people, I don't think you should feel comfortable. I think you should continue to strive to move forward.
Yeah, exactly. And all these people feel bad for the kids and everything that are like horrible situations. I lived in a motel until I was like 5, or like different motels till I was like 5 in shitty apartments. And the only thing I remember from back then was I got a Nintendo 64 and a PlayStation 1, bitch.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, I'm living good.
Awesome.
I remember packing the PS1 up because my dad didn't pay for the that night or something,
Yeah.
and the guy was coming and he was like, "Yo, we gotta get the fuck out of here, wrap it up, let's go," and fucking. Those were great times. Like it was trauma for like a year or two, and then I accepted it.
I do
Motels
feel
are good.
bad for a lot of these kids in terrible situations.
Yeah,
like
I do,
that.
but
My biggest thing is
I can do it.
is the issue is
Builds
growing up, you watch other kids succeed because they were handed it. They were handed success where you're struggling. Like, you go to school one morning, you're like, all these kids, like, you see a kid bring out the new phone, the new toy, this and that. When last night, your mom was screaming at you because she couldn't pay rent that month for something.
Yeah.
Like, your parents were breaking shit in the other room on drugs, not paying the rent, using that grocery money for whatever they're putting in their body, and you have a fucked up mind after that. And someone like you, strong as shit to make it through that and still be a positive person, but not everyone can do that.
That's like what Dr. Phil calls, shout out Dr. Phil.
Facts. If you want to smoke a blunt sometime, Mr. Phil, you hit me up.
I'm
He
the
says
weakest
you,
person I know.
He says
See, you say that, but I know some real weak individuals. Some really... And I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about, like, spiritually and mentally. Like,
Trying to blow me or something
like,
in the other room?
yeah, fuck it, we'll do it. We got 2 cameras.
We got
Pull down your fucking pants.
Right.
But,
That's for the $25
my
tea.
thing is, like, yeah, that's for the $25 tier. But, my thing is it's just, I know people that it takes one wrong thing, like the slightest inconvenience breaks down their whole spirit, their whole mentality. They no longer have the motivation to move forward. You've had so many inconveniences in your life that something like minor that puts these people like weeks behind, you're like, dog, I expect this type of shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? And it really does add to the meaning behind hope for the best, expect the worst.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People like you, me, us, we expect the worst in a sense. Like, you don't expect things to go smooth. You hope it goes smooth because, damn, that'd be a blessing, but I kind of expect something to catch on fire. I expect, to cut myself on
Even
something
when things
that I want
to go smooth for me, I'm like, something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Yeah,
here.
something's going on. Yeah, something ain't right.
This kind of cues it. Me and Jerry were having a conversation earlier about how, like, I was like, hey, I've been smoking weed lately, and I've been getting, like, paranoid for no reason. And, like, I know in my head there's no reason, and then I'll be, like, laying in bed. I'm like, man, I got a lot of anxiety for no reason. I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, it's like, what do I have to worry about? And then I'm like, I mean, other than the house catching on fire, someone breaking in, fucking...
I go through weird phases where, like, once every... I want to say 6 to 8 months, I'll go through, like, a 3-day period where as soon as I'm high, I'm freaking out in my head. My heart starts pounding. Like, I'm like, what is wrong with me? I've noticed, though, it's something with my tolerance where... So, in a manual transmission car, when you have to shift up, but, like, your RPMs shoot down, that's what I think it is. Like, I'm shifting gears up in the tolerance, so my RPMs went down, so I'm getting stupid high, but in 3 days, this amount of weed is going to be super insignificant. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And then repeat the cycle over and over and over again.
Yeah, I've been, like, 79th gear by now.
Yeah.
But,
my tolerance hit a point where it was like I was just like smoking was just like nothing, and then it's almost like my tolerance was like, all right, complete reset. Like, but I never stopped. Like, I never skipped a beat with fucking smoking. I slowed down a tiny bit now, but
I think it depends what you're doing too, or like.
Yeah, a big thing is what you're doing.
And the weed you're smoking.
I don't smoke till after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's my personal rule because I just know I won't get shit done if I smoke earlier.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, last night I took like maybe 3 or 4 wax hits with my coworkers, and I just took fucking 5 hits of weed all together, and I'm pretty high right now.
When I'm chilling with the boys,
not to be confused with the Proud Boys. We were them first.
We was proud of being boys first.
Yeah. But then they ruined it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm proud to be a boy. I ain't getting no sex
Now
change.
whenever I say the boys because I'm white, it looks bad.
Exactly.
So I have to say the guys or the gang.
But whenever I'm smoking with my friends and shit, I for some reason never get as high. I always realize how high I am when I get home. I'm like,
really?
Holy shit, I'm fucking lit. Sometimes if I smoke a good amount, like there was a time where I didn't think I had, like I thought I was at peak tolerance. I was like, no, I could smoke anything. And you and Taxi came here and we just smoked. It was like one of the storms.
Blew the roof off this bitch.
And then
we were known for that.
It was the day with the cookies. Remember?
Oh my god! I remember you ate 4 of those and you were comatose.
Me and Jared ate 6.
Way to hold that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Taxi each faced 8 and then smoked an 8th each.
Yeah.
And you were comatose on the fucking thing, and I remember we ended up. So, I'm gonna cut certain parts of this story out, but so long story short. Me and Taxi are pulled over in Portsmouth. The cop walks up to the car. You know, there may or may not have been a federal amount of marijuana. There may or may not have been a federal amount of wax. There may or may not have been a federal amount of edibles. And there may or may not have been a couple of scales, some baggies, and some other paraphernalia.
Heroin. No,
that may or may not have been. The cops never found it, so the world will never fucking know, cocksucker. I don't know. Bro, this cop comes walking up to the truck, stops like 5 feet away from the window, goes, I thought your light was out, but it's not. Have a good night. Walks away. I was like, oh, and the truck may or may not have had a bad inspection sticker. We're also not going to talk about that.
You know what's funny? I noticed around here?
We could have both been in actual, like, cuffs going to the station, like, we're not going home that night. And the truck would have been impounded.
Yeah, that would have been tough.
Yeah.
That was the universe fucking with you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny? I noticed, I feel like everyone around, like, where we live in Rhode Island, almost everybody I know, I feel like, has a fake inspection sticker. You know, like, I know a lot of people who have fake inspection stickers.
You know what I love in the
I
winter?
had no inspection sticker for the winter.
Yeah, what you do is you just keep the snow on the corner.
That's what I did for, like...
I've done that plenty of times in my life.
I would have snow. I would pick up the only bit of snow from the ground when
Slap
it would all melt away. There would still be some.
That one pile that was like the size of a mountain before, you just like one snowball, slap it on, call it a day.
That was when I drove for a living too. So I was driving around Rhode Island Monday through Friday.
I used to drive over state lines to get to work every Monday through Friday, twice a day.
Never got pulled over.
Yeah, I had my tags weren't good on the plates, and neither was the inspection sticker. And by God, we both got home that night with no charges.
By God, it's
Robert Loggia.
I go to fucking over state lines, buy marijuana legally, and then come over the state lines illegally with marijuana.
May or may not.
Nah, I do.
I'll be smoking dope on the medical card.
Ever since Joey said it, it's been my rule. Like, I have a rule in life. Wherever I'm standing, the shit is fucking legal. Don't talk to me.
There's a box around me 3 feet out, and it's a fucking smoke zone.
Yeah, like, if you fucking little, fruit cut, if like fruit, I'm not saying the homosexuals, this is a whole different category. I don't give a fuck about, yes, you fucking little fairy ass snowflake pussy ass. If you gotta have a fucking safe space, I gotta have a smoke space.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Dude, they need to start putting more fucking weed bars out there.
Yeah.
That'll be...
Although, it's not gonna be a thing for a while
COVID,
now.
COVID
fucked up the cause
I think in pre-COVID
Massachusetts was supposed to see one soon.
Those bastards.
Yeah, that everything's on hold because of this stupid ass virus.
Hey, COVID? Hey, I'm done, alright?
Hey, COVID, if you don't knock it off, I'm gonna come to your house, I'm gonna break your fucking knees.
Carrie and Corey said where they are in California, Sunset Beach, Orange County.
Shout out the Hobies.
Mm-hmm. Shout out. There's no COVID, no mask, no nothing. Everything's normal.
Yeah. Some people are just completely. But then there's some parts of California.
But then it's like Orange County is right next to LA County. I'm pretty sure. To my knowledge, I think I'm right.
It was that
When
one,
I,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was yours. And a minute after you hit that one, I threw the other.
But,
Sorry, folks. Still working with
technical
what we got.
difficulties, Yeah.
So that OnlyFans money's gonna go in use. Just know it's gonna come right back to you, motherfuckers.
Give Elijah a fucking paycheck when he gets
Oh,
here.
yeah. I forgot about that. What's up with him?
I don't know. Well, I'm soon to be working with him, so
Huh.
I'm sure there's a higher chance of it. I mean, it's not that. He really was just so hungover that day that there was just no possibility of him making it.
Yeah.
Like,
I've had days like that.
yeah. So
if I wasn't here, it might have been a day like that.
I'm still fucking hungover.
yeah, but see, that's what I like about doing this thing on Sundays, especially. It gives me a reason to not do dumb shit on Saturday nights. I'm too old to be fucking going to some kid's house and doing God knows what in that fucking house. And the thing is, too, is it would always be a group of like 25 people, and it was just nobody was doing anything but drugs and trying to fight each other.
Yeah.
All the time, like, it was fighting and drugs and alcohol every single day, and it's just like...
That's what my sister's first house, like, when she lived on Robin in Bristol, that's what she said it was like. It was just, like, fucking fighting constant. Like, people getting drunk and then just fighting each other constantly. Shout out CT. CT fucking motherfuckers up over there.
It's a street that Johnny used to live on.
Oh, fucking Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had little 4-bedroom. That's a fucking fuck man. They don't know my sister and her friends. Fucking bunch of youngins.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. If you can space it out, I'm sure you can do it as you get a little bit older. I didn't give it a break. It was Monday through Sunday, Sunday through Monday. Like, it was every fucking day, and let me tell you,
I think what's that?
I'm happier where I am now.
Yeah, I feel like this is typically the age to go wild, but I feel like slowing down now and making moves is probably the right move.
I feel like I'm not here to tell kids to do bad shit,
Do drugs.
but I am here to say that
Do it while you're young.
while you are still legally a minor, they have to bring you home and not to jail.
Yep. That's all I'm saying.
So, from what I said to the beginning, I'm not going to encourage kids to do anything, but the ages that I feel like are best to get, some of your wild shit out, you have like a good 3 years of, it's 18 to 21, and then you have like 21, but you can't do the shit that you're doing when you were 18 necessarily. Like,
Yeah.
like, I'm trying to...
Oh my god, I just thought of the funniest movie
Like,
scene.
yes, you can, but not in the way that you were. You know what I'm saying? You have like, it dawns on you like, I'm not a teenager. Once you hit the ass end of 21, and you tell yourself, oh yeah, I'm not a teenager anymore, it changes how you start to, like, you're like, oh yeah, I need to do things how not a teenager would do it now.
Alright, I just got the perfect movie, fucking, not like a whole movie idea, but just like a scene. So imagine it's like Jared walking through Burst Hill, and he's older, or like one of the Burst Hill kids just walking through Burst Hill, and they're just like, the whole movie is about them, like, it's about Burst Hill, we'll just say, and it's like the kids getting fucked up when we were younger, and so the scene is the end of the movie. He's walking through the park, and he looks over next to the basketball courts, and it's a bunch of kids smoking and drinking 40s and shit, and a playback just goes through his head, a flashback goes through his head of him like doing it. And he just puts a thumbs up to the kids, like, good job. And they just kick the shit out of him.
I like the ending. Ending is fine. But, every now and again, every, like, 6 months to a year, I rode through Burris, like, Dolo, maybe on my longboard through the bike path, I have my little blunt, whatever. I'm always curious. I want to see if there's going to be another generation of us, or if we were the final frontier of that, like, a real degenerative Warren.
When I drove past Paul Park for, like, the first year after I graduated, and it was just nobody there, I was like, I'm disgusted. Even our senior year, though.
Yeah, it was dead. My sophomore year was the most lit year for Paul Park.
Yeah.
You could literally cross the street and start smoking blunts. We fucking smoke crack, dog. Like, nobody gave a fuck.
And it was a cop posted on the corner, like,
this is before it was decriminalized, and we were fucking, like, we were minors, smoking weed,
big dope,
across the street from the school. Like, there would be one kid walking around with a little roach. There'd be a couple bowls going in rotation. Maybe somebody brought something out of their car. Who knows? But that shit was... those types of high school kids were a different fucking breed, and that's why I think these new age of high school kids, they're more violent than we were.
They didn't learn from us, I think.
It's not that they didn't learn from us. They couldn't get away with the shit that we did, so they have to get. So it's boiling up until it's at the fucking boil over point, whatever the fuck.
I don't know though. Actually, some kid got caught in the middle school over here for selling coke. So
that was a generation past us, so that's what I'm saying.
I think they're going to be the next little savages to grow up. I really do.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, so teachers over here, if you're from another state you're listening, the middle school teachers went on strike because the kids were bullying them. This is a suburban middle school. Straight up, teachers went on strike.
While we're talking about the middle school, can we talk about how the gym teacher recently had to take time out of work, was on paid leave for doing weird shit with one of the touching a kid inappropriately in the school,
Wait, what?
and he's back.
Wait,
Wow.
didn't they
Really?
catch Lopes? Oh, they did?
It's him. He's back, though. He's in the school teaching again. So, everybody I know have said he was a creep, and my mom told me, and this is why I was like, oh, you know your shit when it comes to this. She was like, he had to fucking leave because he touched a kid, and they let him come back. I was like, that is fucking
Get Tara
insane.
in to get him
Oh,
out.
hold on. Can we also talk about they let Mr. Perry out today?
Nah.
Today?
No fucking
We're gonna pull
way.
up actual information because I want to be accurate about this. This man was arrested on what was he?
Yo,
not
we're
what was
beating
he charged
the dog
for? What
shit
was
out of
he
that motherfucker
actually
if we see him
arrested?
in
Like what was he convicted for? There we go.
Wait.
What was he convicted for?
Child molestation.
Convicted of
child pornography, something like that.
I thought a bunch of kids in the 90s, or from the 90s came out
I
against
think
him.
you're right. He probably had child
It's like-
pornography as well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Dude, are we kicking the dog shit out
Alright,
of him?
ready?
In public?
Where
Imagine you
are
start
we?
listening to this shit. These fucking kids.
They're talking about my case.
notification of release or residential relocation. The Bristol Police Department is releasing the following information. I don't know what the fuck that word is. It's to Rhode Island general law and
Yo, I'm dead tweeting. Yo, Mr. Perry's out. Hide your kids.
also known as the Sexual Offender Registration Community Notification Act. Laws, yada 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 yada. All right, where does it talk about him though? The individual listed below has been convicted of a sex offense and requires registration with law enforcement pursuant to Rhode Island general laws, whatever. At this time,
Jazz picture.
yeah, but hold on. This offender is not wanted by the police at this time and has served sentence imposed on him by this court. This notification is not to increase fear in the community. It is belief of law enforcement that the informed public is a safe public. Abuse of this information to threaten, intimidate, or harass registered offenders will not be tolerated and is a crime. And name, Richard Perry, date of birth, 8/8/1957, resident of 47 River Street, Bristol, Rhode Island, convicted of...
47 River Street, Bristol, Rhode Island.
Cough, cough. Convicted of 2015 second-degree child molestation, 4 to 18-year-old male known. 2015 RI second-degree child molestation, 12-year-old man. And then 2000 and then second-degree child molestation, 12 to 13-year-old.
What was the first one?
8 to 14 years old. So I don't know if that means this person was aged between that, or if he was touching him from the age of 8 to 14.
Can we... Dude, that wasn't that long. He was only in
5
prison.
years.
Dude, if you're touching kids, you need a life sentence.
No,
I don't care.
No, trust me, I know.
What the fuck is going on?
They gave him probation until 2045, so 25 years probation.
Bro, what the fuck?
Jesus
Yo.
Christ.
A kid we grew up with just got sentenced to 20 years for punching a kid in the face in a fight that they were willingly taking part in. Regardless of what the outcome of that punch was, all it was a punch. He got 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
This dude touched fucking kids in this town, and he got 5.
Yeah.
Take that up with your fucking politicians.
The outcome was a coma, but I feel like 5's more appropriate than 20, and I feel
So-
like 20's more appropriate than
Yeah.
5 for the
Yeah.
other fucking
Yeah.
case. That's crazy. Mikey. Oh, I don't want to say names. Fucking. What's his name? Really got.
Honestly, free Mikey.
20
I don't think 20
yeah.
years was. I don't. You know, that was honestly. That is
He did-
abuse. That is
I didn't know
insane.
he got 20. I thought
Free
it was
that
like 10
kid.
or like,
When
I don't
read-
care. Honestly, his rap sheet, he did some fucked up shit, but nothing that like merits 20 years in a fucking cage.
Yeah.
When I
You know,
read
you
the,
have to spend 20 years in a cage. Think about that. 20 years doesn't mean you're in 20 years in La La Land. You're in a cement, steel-barred fucking cage.
Yeah,
What merits that?
that's crazy.
Just punching
Did
a
you
kid in
read
the
the
face
I'm punching a
like
kid in the
that?
face.
What?
Did you read the article
About who?
when it came out? Like about.
I read the one online, yeah.
Yeah, and it sounded like the judge was like,
Super harsh.
yeah,
The state wanted 15, the judge gave 20.
yeah.
But
My dad sold
she
drugs and
added
ruined
on.
people's lives and would only get like 5 years
Yeah.
and shit.
this man in the school system was touching kids, and he only served 5.
That's,
Who's really a threat to society? The one touching your kids, or someone getting in a fight at a fucking college
with
party or
another
some shit like
grown
that?
man?
Yeah.
Plus, you
Like-
figure a 23-year-old, maybe he was 22 at the time. You cut him a little more slack than a 50-something-year-old
Year-old
man who
touching.
should well know better, who put himself in the school system, you know, around kids intentionally.
Like,
Like that
yeah.
was fucking.
That's
It's like premeditated.
That's beyond premeditated. Like, and not only that, 3 counts of second-degree child molestation.
This guy should be hung from his dick in the town
Yeah.
square. Like,
Literally,
Someone's
we.
gonna do it. Like fuck it. Yo,
That's
fuck this guy,
insane
get
to
out.
me. How did he only get?
and you know what the worst part is? A lot of these people that came out against him are grown men that live in this town who were silent for in the dark for like 10, 20 years about it. 20 years actually, pretty much from 1990 up until 2000 and whoever along the way after. And they have to live in the town with him now.
And then they also got the fucking football coach last year or whatever.
Yeah, well that was just a prostitute ring, right?
No,
No,
he was
there's a
touching
different one?
kids.
Did
He
you?
was touching kids.
Is it the same one who got picked up for the ring?
You're thinking of the owner of the Patriots.
No. There was one. There was one.
Nah, yeah. You're not thinking of Malhope High kicking me in middle school
It's
right
all
now.
the same.
There was one football coach over at the high school who got in trouble.
For having a prost-
No, he was caught in like he was with a prostitute in Providence.
Oh,
and it
I
was
have
a
no
sting
idea about
operation.
Nah, I just know about.
Let the guy have a good time.
Yeah, right.
Hey, that.
Same with Robert
I don't know.
Plant.
I guess that's kind of a gray area. Like, you shouldn't be doing it, but.
You
know.
should.
As long as there's not kids involved.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
If it's fucking.
Let him have some fucking.
But my thing, yeah,
Make some
but
money.
it was like a football or I think it was a football coach. He last year he got arrested for touching kids, and like they found out he had been touching kids for a really long time. So I wonder if he's only gonna get 5 years.
Yeah. You know what's pretty crazy? That prostitution's illegal. Like, think about that. Like,
That is kind of wild.
like it's kind of weird.
it doesn't really make sense to me. I mean,
You know there was a
what-
weird law. I think they fixed it, but there was a weird loophole in the law in Providence, Rhode Island, where prostitution was technically legal for like a long time.
Yeah, probably when Buddy Cianci was in charge.
Yeah,
when it was the
it
mob
like a
running
long
it.
time. Fucking Philip DeFranco, you know him?
Yeah. Yeah. He's a YouTuber, right? Yeah.
He I watched it. It like randomly came up, and it was like prostitution legal in Rhode Island or some shit. And he explained it. I was like, what the fuck? But it's,
you were
it's-
souped.
I know, I was like, what the?
So you don't hear dope stuff about Rhode Island too much. I
Yeah.
live here and I know like 2 dope things, I think.
There isn't really much dope things.
And one's not really dope, it's just that
It's
my
not-
uncle
it's
owns
just
the slave
dope.
trader's house.
It's just like heroin dope. That's all there is.
Yeah, literally.
Good joke.
There's more heroin addicts than people who have a library card in this town.
It really is. It's crazy.
That's a real statistic, and I'd put money on it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a library card?
I don't.
Neither do I.
I've had one, but I mean, I'm
Yeah,
probably
when I
still
was, like-
registered at like, one of the libraries.
You get unregistered at the I'm gonna write something for that. That's gonna be a good
Imagine
one.
I was like, I got one.
Do you think Mr. Perry got unregistered from the?
that motherfucker
It's
was
like you
registered
can't
at
come here.
Yeah, you're not allowed. You can go upstairs to the adult section. If you even step foot down the stairs, I swear to God.
So I tweeted, "Yo, Mr. Perry's out of prison. Hide your fucking kids." And Blaze retweeted, just replied, "Protect all buttholes."
Protect Protect your kid's ass at all costs.
Yo, for real, if you're a parent from Bristol, there's probably no reason you should be listening to this, but if there is, keep your fucking kid far away from that kid.
And if you're one of our parents, you should have turned this off a long time ago.
And if you're in Warren, keep your eyes out, because he's probably going to go a town over.
And keep your kids away from this podcast.
Yeah, so
yeah, you're right.
Actually, he'd probably go 2 towns over. He's pretty much ran this area dry.
Barrington, here we come.
Got a paycheck for a janitor over
He'll
there.
hop on that Ripta so quick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
That is
Imagine that coming out of jail today into this COVID world of like masking. He's probably like, what the fuck happened out there?
Yeah, right?
Still fuck him.
Yeah, China fucked up. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck.
It's a weird year because everything is more fucked up than people ever imagined it could be. But personally, I've had a great year in self-progression speaking. Like, I've been a lot healthier. I've been working out more. Like, I've been more motivated to do things as much as as much as I hate going to work, I get there quicker now. You know, something about it, I just get there faster now for some reason. Like, I'm just
on the ball with shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to be at least, and
I feel like it's like a frequency of life that you have to like tune into to, and like once you hit that, I hit it and then I fell out of it so hard recently. Like I've been like sleeping till like 20 minutes before I have to get up.
It's hard to maintain.
To be honest,
I can't maintain it.
This right here is what kind of like keeps me. This is right now my center for it. Like, this is the positive of it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pretty much fucking hate working. I mean, who doesn't? It's pretty much fucking bullshit. When I think, okay, this is a wild theory, and we don't even gotta go in about it. But I think if you work 40 hours a week, any paycheck under $750, it's fucking highway robbery.
Yeah.
Could anything you do 40 hours a week, would you like anything and not be miserable if you make under $750 a week?
I think about what I do every
I mean,
week.
unless you're like anything you go out in the world and do today, like, I mean, like one of those you have to go out, get a job right now.
Here's the thing.
And you start working 40 hours a week, I guarantee 2 months in, you're going to fucking hate it. And you're going to be miserable.
Here's the thing. I'm bad at it, and I suck at it, which means I'll be at the bottom for the rest of my life, unless I figure something out. But I understand that. I understand that it's the rat race. It's fucking people stepping up every day. You got to step up.
Well, here's my thing the only way for my theory to work isn't to raise it so someone's making $750. It's to increase the value of the dollar. Like, I think every money value it's just so low right now, you know, like, I don't know how we fix that. I'm a fucking idiot, but that's how we fix it. Not just printing more money.
We need more incentives. I think I don't think that we learned the right things when we were in school. I think we're learning a lot of it now on our own, and that would have been way more helpful to learn when we were younger.
See, now that I'm older, I'm starting to realize, like, those things that teachers would say that would, like, they'd be like, this is why I hate the curriculum. Like, they would always be bugging about the curriculum. I think it's because, and then you would have those teachers that would say, fuck the curriculum, and they just taught you, and then they taught you those things that you had to learn. I think it's something in, like, the, general education curriculum that you're not allowed to teach these certain topics because they're controversial to each household.
Yeah.
So, like, it's almost like religion. They can't really teach you about a lot of, like, certain religions and shit because it's controversial to each religion.
But, like, why isn't there a class on, like, the tax code and then, like, they update the curriculum each time the tax code is updated? Like, I don't understand that. Like, why are they teaching
they teach you about, like, checks and shit and, like...
You don't like about that in, like, middle school. I learned that in seventh grade.
They taught us how to write a check and then...
Well, they offered a class in our high school for you to learn that. Personal finance.
Fuck all that shit, though.
Well, so they
But it needs to be a mandatory class. I had no idea that was like that class. I just heard math when I heard personal finance, and I said, "Fuck that."
All those things you were talking about, like, do require a basic knowledge of math, like, in certain equations.
So they need to work that into the curriculum, or they need to work it into, like, a base math class, I think.
Yeah, that,
like, the second quarter is focused on finance.
I think when they say, I forgot what year, is it your freshman year, when you have to take, like, a mandatory of 2 electives or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like, so you had to take mandatory electives. I think your maybe your junior year or your senior year, it's mandatory personal finance.
Yeah, I could see that. And, like, just, like, a couple
But they did teach
classes.
Well, the other one that taught taxes was accounting.
I took that. I took that. and I failed miserably. Miserably. Shout out Mr. Almeida, because he was just like, look, kid, you don't get it. Like, it's all right.
Cheated on everything in my accounting class. Shout out
Google.
Kylie, the one that went to prom with Brad.
Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She sat behind me, and this kid Sean sat in front of me, and they were the fucking homies. All right, Sean, you remember the kid Sean?
Oh,
he was a mad nice kid.
Franco?
Yeah, mad nice kid. Smart as a motherfucker.
I forgot
dude.
about that kid. Wow.
Yo, I'm sure he's like
I
he's
hope
probably
he's
in like
good,
like an Ivy League school or something. That kid's smart.
Better than this. No, I'm just kidding.
if he's watching this, I'm concerned for him. Hit me up on the side, buddy. We'll help you.
Yeah.
But
Get your spot. We'll get you a 4th seat.
yeah, we'll get you a 4th seat. But he would just get me on everything, and then Kylie would get me on some shit when Sean wasn't there, but she would always get me on a bogey.
Yeah.
So it was like
American Spirit.
accounting. Here I come.
There was one kid that I thought got a real bun end of the stick. I understand why he did, but I really always thought he had some hot to him though. Chance Gunther. That kid was always
He's a sweetheart of a kid.
sweetheart of a kid.
Yeah, sweetheart.
Real nice. I remember one time we were in digital audio production class, and that's like you make like music and stuff. You score score movies and stuff, and there was some like I think it was some beat that we had to make kinda. And I was fucking around making, we had to make like a classical song or something like that. And I was sitting in a corner making rap beats with Eric Mascala and fucking,
Tell me Chance freestyle.
So no.
Aw,
Chance.
I would have been sued.
Chance the Rapper.
It was the end of the class and he was like, all right, save your projects. We're going to show.
Did you guys hear that?
What was it?
I don't know. 46 minutes. I'm gonna play that back and play it back. If I hear some shit, I'm uploading it so you motherfuckers
There's
don't
ghosts
know I'm
in this
not
house.
fucking bugging.
That's
Ghost.
We're doing a ghost hunt in here.
Oh, we should do.
We'll do an episode
maybe.
of. Yeah, maybe not in the. Maybe
not in your house.
Yeah,
No.
maybe in your mom's house, not yours.
Here's a good podcast idea. We should do a Ouija board.
No.
Yes.
Go ahead. Fuck. kid.
fuck.
I'm the
Yeah.
one that's gotta
Literally.
live here. I don't mind.
It
I
can
ain't fucking
follow us home.
I ain't fucking with no spirits,
Literally.
kid.
I mean, we can do like a ghost hunt episode, but if it's like a like a funny thing, like I'm not actually trying to find some shit that's trying to haunt me.
Yeah.
Like I think it'd be funny if like we do like a ghost hunt, but it's like in the middle of the day at a Kohl's or something,
Yeah,
like
thanks.
J.C. Penney's.
Me and Beef will zoom in for that one.
Like we gotta dress up in the Ghostbusters outfit, walk up to the counter, like scan the bitch.
That would be funny.
You know, imagine me and Beef zoom in for that one. We're just sitting in the Zoom call, like, what's happening? anything
Did
yet?
you see something?
Jared's like, it's still moving. Hold on. It's like, did it say anything? What's that in the background?
No, we should totally do it though.
But back to my digital audio production class real quick. So Chance Gunther fucking it was time to save projects. We showed him off at the end of the class. I said, fuck, I didn't do mine. So I just took Chance Gunther's, and I did from the first time. I did it every time after that. Took Chance Gunther's, duplicated it in the school system like account that we had, and then I just renamed it to mine. and fucking, I think it was because our names were right after another, and he didn't go like one by one. He would just do like 4 random ones. And he was like, oh, Devin, let's hear yours. I was like, yeah, go ahead. He puts it on, and it's playing, and I was like, it's real good, right? It's real good.
Where the kid noticed?
Wait, so then we're going to lunch, and Chance Gunther walks up to me, and I didn't really talk to Chance a lot, so there's no reason for him to walk up to me. And he
Besides
just goes,
that, you just stole his thing.
yeah, and he walks up to me and goes, hey, that song that was yours sounded real familiar. And I was like, yeah, it's good, right? He was like, was that mine? I was like, yeah, I resaved yours. It's mine. He goes, is mine still in there? Like, am I going to get like a 0 for that? I was like, yeah, yours is in there. Just let's make sure. Let's hope he doesn't listen to him.
You used his first so he couldn't.
And then one time we saved
real deal scummed him.
We waited for everybody to save their projects, and then we saved Porn Step over all of them, just the Porn Step audio files. So it was just every time you click, it was a substitute, and it was that Indian lady, and she's sitting there just reading a book. And Mr. Arsenal's like, Josh Zazowski, he's like, can you play them for the class for everybody? And he's like, yeah, I will. When so it's the end of class, Josh goes up. And he didn't know me and Josh Conti saved all that stuff. So he clicks on the first one, and then he kind of recognizes it, and you see his face, and he clicks off of it, and he plays the next one, and then it's that again, and then she's like, oh. And the sub's not even teaching, and then it just cuts, and he let this one play through, it just cuts, and he goes, porn step, motherfucker. And she goes, who put that?
Oh my god.
It's how she's hysterically laughing. And he just keeps acting and she's mad at Josh because she thinks Josh is putting it on. And he keeps clicking through them. And everyone is porn step. Oh.
It's so much more intense because it has the intense like electric and EDM music.
Yeah, and then I deleted all of them.
Oh my god.
And at the end of the year, Justin Rainey tried to do the same thing as me, and he tried to save them all, but he didn't delete them at the end of class, and they were going to do a whole investigation, like, Mr. Paps and everything on me, but I deleted all this shit, so there's nothing. And I resaved everything, so it was just blank files, because you couldn't delete from the school system. And so they were just like, fuck it, whatever. And then they go on to, Justin Rainey does it a year later, doesn't delete anything or resave anything, and they just go, what account did this come from? Justin Rainey, every single one. Oh, he got in so much trouble. I'm pretty sure he got suspended for it. You
called down to the principal's office.
He's just like, what did I do?
Don't steal my idea, you son of a bitch. That's what you did.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's karma paying him back for not being original.
So what's Carmen paying you back for not being original with Chance Beat?
Oh, fucking, God's paid me back.
You heard the hot dick episode.
Exactly. Through the heartbreak, the chlamydia, it's just that God strike me back tenfold, son. Tenfold.
Oh my god. Just porn step, motherfucker.
It was such a, and it's like, it's like porn step, motherfucker. It's so heavy.
That's awesome.
Who did that? Who's so mad.
Just picture when they called him down to the principal's office and like if they like played it for him, like, you know what this is?
We went to a school with kind of he joined the Marines, and I'm not gonna say his name because no, I'm not saying it. But I almost really said it.
Good thing you didn't.
But the fucking that we had that substitute. And she was like Middle Eastern and stuff, and she was like, oh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm just gonna say his name's Matt. What are you going to do, Matt? What are you going to do? And he was like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna be a Marine. I'm gonna go out to the Middle East and shoot some towel heads. And she was like, oh, but you know, I think you could be so much more than soldier and stuff. And he's just like, oh, what? You're telling me you don't want me to go to the Middle East? Why don't you want me to go to the Middle East?
Oh my
lady's Middle Eastern. And she's like, I think you're so much smarter than that. And he's just like, I'm gonna gun him all.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. We went to school with some psychopaths.
Yeah, some real psychopaths.
Yeah. Facts. We had a kid who put a highlighter in his butt and then threatened to shoot up the school after.
And then there was one kid who we didn't even. Yeah, that kid. He stopped going to Mount Hope after that too.
I think because they expelled him.
Yeah, there was one kid who just literally could stick a cigarette into his dick hole and was proud of it, and everyone knew about it. I think that you guys might know. I actually don't mind saying this one because he was so proud of it. Garrett.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. But still see this motherfucker. Alright. But hold on, wait, who were we just talking? That just threw me so far off. Who were we just talking about though before that? Did we oh no, some psychopaths we went to school with.
Yeah.
Alright, fuck, I had a really good one because there were some. Okay, highlighter boy, that's what we were just talking about. Broomstick boy, who apparently was caught putting a broom handle in his butt.
Who's that?
I don't know his name, honestly.
Okay, well.
We'll discuss it later.
Yeah.
But, Broomstick Boy. We had the kid that literally had a fucking bomb in his house.
Oh, yeah!
Ready to blow up our fucking school with everyone in it.
Straight IEDs in his house.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Has a fucking bomb in his closet.
I remember we were sitting on the cliffs over in Mount Hope Farm smoking blunts, and someone just goes, hey, do you know, what's his name, got picked up having IEDs in his house? And we're like, what?
No, what they did, they found
yeah,
they raided his
senior year.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I was out by then.
Yeah.
Yup, because I remember I was hanging out on my friend's porch on Water Street, and the raid was like 2 blocks over, and they found a fucking bomb in his house.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But
I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, someone actually built a... I really thought someone would shoot that bitch up before it blew it up.
yeah, Fangirl. If you ever seen the video of
Fangirl Part 1, Part 2 with the chair, Part 2 with the chair.
she got famous. She went viral again.
Cause same 2 bitches fighting. Instead of a fan though, she used a chair.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and some big kid just walked out and just stopped the chair. I was like, why did you stop
Yes,
that?
I think my brother did show me that clip a while back.
I was mad that the kid saw. I mean, nobody wants to see a young woman get hit in the face with a chair.
Yeah, I do.
But I do.
I do.
Like, well, fucking...
Fuck everybody else. Put that shit online.
Yeah. But, that happened.
If
You know he got some pussy for that.
Oh,
He
yeah.
just saved her face.
Yeah, facts. He probably had a threesome with both of them.
Yeah.
Probably fucked both of them.
But that was Fangirl Part 1 and 2. Those were good ones.
I'm trying to think of some motherfuckers. We had one motherfucker who wrote, "I just dropped a bomb" after he took a shit, and fucking they called it and they said it was a bomb.
No,
threat.
what he wrote, "I'm gonna drop a bomb in here in the stall." And what happened is one of the fruitcake, you know, like how we had some of them subs
monitors?
that were just the subs that were just like fucking out there.
Yeah.
Like you don't even understand how they're letting them in a room with kids, let alone being a teacher.
Oh my god!
But
motherfuckers.
yeah, some weirdos. But I guess one of them saw it and freaked, just threw a panic attack, and like they had to call in the heavies.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Do you remember the substitute? There was one substitute we used to have. Big motherfucker, this guy. Not like big, like strong, just like fat. And he would just sit there.
Old dude.
Got his fucking Kindle. Angry Birds kid all day.
That motherfucker hated
Just
me.
you see you walking.
We gone.
Hated me.
We're going. Yeah.
Fuck that guy. What are you doing playing Angry Birds? How old are you, dog?
That guy was mad funny because like
I hate it.
he was. The thing is like the biggest thing with that sub in particular is you just never let him feel like he has any sort of power as it like he's not allowed to be a teacher in the room.
Yeah.
So like if your class can accomplish that, it's mad fucking funny because like you'll get away with it for about 15-20 minutes and then he'll throw like he'll freak out, start screaming and shit. It's
gobbling.
so funny, the gobble, and then all you got to do is as soon as he's done, lightly roast him. Then give him like a pat on the back. Be like, nah, bro, you look good at that shirt on today, whatever. And then you can get away with whatever till the end of class.
Yeah, he was a dumb
It was
motherfucker.
so funny.
I hated his
So
son
funny.
too. His son was a little fucking prick too.
I don't know what his son was.
His son was he was
Well-
another substitute.
Scumbag.
Scumbag.
We had. Did you ever have Miss Lau, the Chinese
Yeah.
lady? Yo.
One time.
She was teaching our chemistry class as a long-term sub. She didn't know it was a chemistry class, and she started teaching geometry. And it took us 2 classes. It didn't happen on the first day. It happened after the 2 full classes. On the 3rd day, she realized it was chemistry. 2 full days of everyone going, Miss Lau, chemistry. And she was trying to, like, describe a right angle triangle. And she goes, twiangle. And we're like, that's geometry, Miss Lau.
my
And
God.
she's like, twiangle.
Angle.
Like, and we're like,
I can't fit that in a beaker, Miss Lau.
it was so fucking funny.
The one time I had her, I had Sean Thibodeau in my class, and she loved Sean, so it was
I
just
had
like
Jevin in my class.
Sean just distracted her the whole time. It was like, "Hey, Miss Lau, what's going on?" And it was over from there.
Miss Lau actually thought there was a kid in our class named Scrappy Coco.
I remember that.
And then she thought Jevin was Scrappy Coco. And then she also thought Jevin had a weird tick / stutter, so he would like every few minutes go just like that. And then anytime Miss Lau would directly talk to Jevin, Jevin would just do this.
No.
Just side eye her. Anytime he had to talk to her, he would just, hey, Miss Lau, can I talk to you real quick?
Miss we had Miss that kid. This kid Jevin was one of the funniest kids I think I've ever met in my life. Fucking he just the fucking shit he used to pull. We were in environmental science, we had Miss Bean, and Miss Bean is a real fucking jerk sometimes. And we'd be taking tests, and fucking, it had to be dead silent in there, and we'd be dead silent, and Jevin would just start going, and like doing it. Remember we used to do a phone vibrate?
Yes, Mr. Coger used to bug,
he
bro.
would do the best phone vibrate noise ever. Like
it was solid.
It was literally
solid
down
as
to a
fuck.
T. Like
Wow.
it was a phone vibrating,
Wow.
and she would go, "Who has their phone on?" Like flipping out, and he just like it would get quiet. She'd be like, "All right, if no one's gonna tell me, just if it better not happen again. Sit down." Just not going. She's like looking for her phone.
That's
She's
fucking
like,
Funny.
That is perfect.
and then she caught him one time, and she was like, "Are you serious?" Flipped out.
I would have been psyched.
Oh, that show is so fucking fun. I wish I could do that. I would always try to do it in class, never got it.
You know what I miss? Killing time in Coger's class by arguing with him that he's not actually colorblind. We used to literally argue with him. We were like, Coger, you're not colorblind. He was like, yes, I am. We were like, nah, we don't believe you, dog.
The same dude who wanted to be a bird.
Dude, the look he
Do you
would
remember-
fucking do, I hated it.
Do you remember me and Trevor's like documentary for his class? And we were like, Mr. Coger, if you could be one animal, what would it be? Not even Trevor goes,
Oh,
what if you could be
oh,
one
yeah.
animal, what would you be? Bird. Just straight like bird. And then he
Bird.
wouldn't let us show his face on camera.
I hate him.
He's
So
like, I
much.
can't be on the camera. We're like, why?
Oh my god. A teacher can't show his face on a school documentary.
For college, like it's not like this month. We did post it to YouTube, and I think it still is on my YouTube. But
Nice. Go check it out.
actually, no, I think I
I
privated
just want to be
everything.
associated with all your content.
Yeah, there's some atrocious shit on there now.
Nice.
Go watch Good Evening America.
New episode out now.
Yeah, no, it's
In theaters now.
the election.
You get to see a very special interview with your star. We're not gonna say his name for legal purposes, but he's got a very good interview this week.
Yeah.
Check it out. If you haven't, you
Yeah.
probably got a small wiener and an itchy asshole.
Yeah, you probably dumb.
Even
son
if
of
you're a
bitch.
lady.
You got no culture.
None.
You got
sick
COVID, you
fuck.
dumb son of a bitch.
Yeah,
That's
you-
how sick you are.
And on that note,
Fuck you.
yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, cut it right there. That's it. Damn.
Stay beautiful.
Stay black.